You wake up, your heart races, your mind starts spinning before the day even begins. Every small decision feels like a mountain, every interaction potentially risky. Even simple tasks feel heavy, as if something invisible is pressing on your chest. You tell yourself, it's just stress, it will pass, but it doesn't. Why does anxiety feel constant, even when life looks fine from the outside? Anxiety is quiet, but relentless. It infiltrates your thoughts, worrying about things you can't control, anticipating negative outcomes constantly, feeling tense, restless, or on edge without clear reason. You try distraction, you try to relax, you try to ignore it, but the anxiety persists. It whispers, something is wrong, be careful. Over time, you start believing, I am fragile, I can't cope, I am broken. But your brain is not broken, you are not weak. Anxiety is not a flaw, it's not a character defect. Your brain evolved to detect danger and protect you. Anxious feelings are signals that something in your environment or your own mind requires attention. When anxiety is constant, it usually means your safety system is hyperactive. Even small, harmless situations are treated as threats. Your brain is trying to prevent harm, but overshoots. You are not failing. Your mind is simply on high alert. Constant anxiety comes from the interaction of three key systems. Amygdala detects threat and triggers fear response. Prefrontal cortex regulates decisions and evaluates risk. Hippocampus stores memories, linking past experiences to present cues. When these systems are overactive or misaligned, the amygdala overestimates danger. The prefrontal cortex struggles to regulate emotional responses. The hippocampus reminds you of past mistakes, reinforcing worry. Imagine your brain like a fire alarm system. The sensors are too sensitive. Every small movement triggers the siren, even when there's no real fire. That's why anxiety feels constant, even in safe environments. It's not your fault. It's your brain misreading signals. So why do some people stay calm while you feel on edge all the time? Because their brains have learned to downregulate the amygdala. They tolerate uncertainty without overreacting. Your brain, however, prioritizes hypervigilance over calm. It mistakes harmless uncertainty for danger and keeps your anxiety running. This is the hidden psychology, the reason why constant anxiety feels impossible to escape. Here's how to work with your brain so anxiety doesn't control your life. Step 1. Acknowledge the anxiety. What to do? Notice the physical and mental signs of anxiety. Label them. This is anxiety. Why it works. Labeling activates the prefrontal cortex, which regulates amygdala overactivity and reduces panic loops. Example, your chest tightens, your mind races. Say internally, this is my anxiety speaking. I notice it. Awareness creates distance, enough to respond consciously. Step 2, focus on controllable actions. What to do? Break your attention toward what you can influence instead of worrying about everything. Why it works. Control-focused actions engage dopamine pathways and reduce amygdala hyperactivity. Example, instead of worrying about all possible outcomes at work, focus on completing one small task you can control. Small wins quiet the alarm system and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. Step 3, ground yourself in the present. What to do? Use sensory focus or breathing exercises to anchor attention. Why it works. Shifts neural activity from DMN loops to sensory processing, calming the amygdala. Example, notice 3 things you can see, touch, or hear. Take slow breaths. Your brain signals safety instead of threat. Step 4, limit rumination. What to do? Set aside a specific time to process worries. Outside that time, gently redirect focus. Why it works. Confines DMN activity, preventing endless loops that fuel anxiety. Example, write down worries for 10 minutes, then close the notebook. Resume your day with intention. Step 5, build emotional tolerance. What to do? Face small discomforts intentionally. Notice the emotion without avoidance. Why it works. Repeated exposure strengthens prefrontal control and reduces hypersensitivity of the amygdala. Example, speak up in a minor meeting, even if nervous. Notice discomfort, but continue action. Over time, the brain recalibrates threat levels. Step 6, reframe anxiety signals. What to do? Recognize that anxiety is informational, not punitive. Ask, what is this feeling trying to tell me? Why it works. Viewing anxiety as guidance reduces fear response and increases executive function. Example, you feel anxious before a presentation. Instead of panicking, think, my brain is signaling I care. I can prepare and act. Constant anxiety is not weakness. It's a hyperactive protection system. Your brain scans for danger, often where none exists. Notice it, label it, anchor in the present, focus on controllable actions, build emotional tolerance. Over time, your brain learns that uncertainty does not always equal danger. The alarms quiet, the fear subsides, and calm becomes possible. You are not fragile. You are not broken. You are not failing. Every moment you notice anxiety, every small action you take, every grounding exercise, you are teaching your brain, I can face uncertainty. I can act despite fear. I can live fully even with my mind on alert. One day, you'll look back and realize the constant anxiety was never your enemy. It was a guide. Even fear can become a teacher instead of a prison.